members. We can start it, by the way. Again, thank you so much, Amani, for accepting our invitation. We are so proud to have you here. And the floor is yours. I want you yourself to tell to these guys about introduction a little bit, and we can start a topic.
Okay, thank you so much, Zahra, and also big thanks for everyone is here because once you are here, that means that you are interested in learning and know more information about opportunities, travel, language. So many thanks for everyone is here. So I will just introduce myself briefly, and then I will tell you what we will talk about in this session. And at the end of the class or the session, we will give you the floor to ask your question or have more discussion. And Zahra for sure will engage with us.
Yeah,
So feel free to ask. So my name is Amani Mustafa. I'm from Jordan. I studied Bachelor of English and Spanish. So my bachelor was English and Spanish, not only language, but also literature and culture. And I have been studying in Spain for almost 1 month, for sure, Spanish language. And also I'm a traveler because I'm a big fan of culture and languages. So this is give me the floor to travel more and more. And I'm a traveler not only as a tourist, but also sometimes I'm getting opportunities like projects, attending events, and many more. And we will talk more about this in just a few minutes. I am also the founder of community. It's called Youth Feeders. Sadly, this community is only for Jordanian, but maybe later on you will have it in Iran as well. This community is for young people to participate in a project specifically for Erasmus. Erasmus is a project for the European Union where you can engage in a project outside of your country just to learn in informal way. And this kind of project is funded by the European Union, so you have to pay nothing. So this is about me. Let me tell you exactly what we will talk about in this session. So, firstly, we will talk about the travel opportunities. Why the travel opportunities is very important. I mean, why we should go through opportunities to apply for opportunities. Why they are important for us, and also we will talk about how and where to find or to apply for the opportunities. And we will go through the English language versus the opportunities, which is mean is the English language is part of the application when we apply for opportunity, for example, is the English language is very important to apply for opportunity or to travel or to go to project or event. We will just go through this discussion. And as I said before, the last part will be about your questions, and also your concerns about these topics. And also, please feel free to stop me and raise your hand if you have any question during. And it's urgent, you can just like let it for the last part of the session. So just raise your hand and feel free to ask. Okay. So firstly, travel opportunities. Why it's important for us? Like why it's very important to apply for opportunities. For example, like projects, like events, like conference, scholarship, internship, fellowship, all of these kind of opportunities. Why it's important to get part of these opportunities or to apply for it. So firstly, the personal growth, which is the most important part. When you get an opportunity, for example, if you get scholarship or if you get a project that you can attend in any other country, not your country, or even inside your country, it's also a good option, not bad. But I mean, when you apply for the project in other country, you will really benefit from yourself. What I mean is the personal growth, like you will learn about yourself much more than when you just at your place. For you go to the university, for example, or at school, you are just busy. You are not learning about yourself, what you love, what you like, what you don't like, what's your strength and what's your weakness. You don't know yourself. But when you get opportunities and to travel outside or meet new people, you will start to learn about yourself. One example is one girl, she just went for a project in, I didn't remember exactly the country, but it was very far country, Asian countries. And she told me that I discovered that I don't like one kind of food. I never been discovered that before. Like why I just like when I travel and see the people and try this food for the first time, I just learned that this kind of food, I don't like it. So this is really, you will learn about yourself. And this is will help you to grow your personality. And also, for example, for me personally, it's my experience. I was not able to speak in public very well because I'm a shy person. But when I go through many opportunities like events and conferences, scholarships, and I had to speak in front of the people, in that time I just get rid of these fears. Now I'm never been afraid of speaking in public because I used to. So this is the thing that we really will challenge while we are outside traveling or giving these opportunities. So we will learn it. Also, networking. I will not talk about this point too much because all of us know what networking means. Networking is a powerful, like when you travel, for example, when you get an opportunity, scholarship, and travel around the world and see new people, see professors, even try new system of universities. When you get a new scholarship, this is a very important chance for you to networking. And just a point, when you get a scholarship or event, like for example a project, attend a project, or whatever kind of opportunity you have, in this case I'm sure 100% sure that you will meet a lot of people. And this is a networking powerful, because you can't imagine, for example, when you meet someone and just explain to him or to her your situation, what you are doing in your life, etc., etc., how this will affect your life in the future. For example, let's imagine that I am good at social media, and I just met Zahra in Italy, which is true. I just met Zahra in Italy and I explained her about my content creation, how I'm good at content creation, etc. So after 1 year, 2 years maybe, or maybe less, she find for example, opportunities that some people they need the content creator, so she can refer me, and then I will have a big opportunity. Look how the networking is so powerful. And for sure, we have a lot of other important things that we can get. Like, for example, for sure, be happy, make friends, um, challenge many challenges, for example. So we will learn more how to handle the problems in our life, etc., etc. Okay, now let's talk a little bit about English versus the opportunities. Zahra, what do you think? Why, like, no, it's not why. I mean, what do you think is English language, since you are a very involved in literature and language, English language? Do you think that English is very important when you apply for an opportunity, or even if you go for an opportunity outside, is the English language important or not? What do you think?
Yes, for sure. You know, the only language we can just communicate internationally for sure is English. And by the way, you know, for example, then these guys you know about me that we are now living in Italy, and the native language is Italian one. But by the way, we can see that the most communicative things here is just English. And we have another and a lot of nationalities here get together just try to work with each other, communicate, I don't know, as a tourist, as a student, and so on. But by the way, these opportunities as a job opportunities, for sure, specifically, we want to talk about that. It is a really most important thing that you can see all over the world. They just applied for it, maybe for a specific part. For example, it could be, as you know, about I don't know, research about farms, about I don't know, volunteer things or such and so. And you see a lot of nationalities that you had to communicate with them. So English would be the most powerful things here.
Yes, yes, that's true. And I will not say that there will be no at all opportunities that will not ask for English, but I will say that almost all of them, like maybe 1% of the opportunities, they will not ask for English. And also, if they did not ask you to have an English language, they might ask you for another language, because when you travel for an opportunity, how you will engage with the people, how you can communicate with the people. Then the English language, yes, it's mandatory in almost all the opportunities. But let me just tell you how it can be assisted in the opportunities, just to have an idea. For example, when you apply for a scholarship, or when you apply for internship, or for volunteer work or something like that, usually they ask you, not all of them, but I mean usually they ask you for a proof of language. It could be from your university or from an exam you can take, for example, IELTS or etc. Or for example, other courses they might ask you. And secondly, they will do an interview with you. And some opportunities like the volunteer work, I think we will talk about it at the end, about the opportunities. I will tell you more about the volunteer work opportunities. And these opportunities, they don't ask you for a proof, like to give them a certificate. No, they don't need certificate, but they will do an interview with you, and they will assess your English. And in this case, and sometimes you don't need to be professional, but you have to at least communicate to be able to communicate with the people, speak, and the other side, they understand what you mean. So yes, the English language is very important. Make sure that always you have at least like B1 level of English. This is a recommendation to be accepted in opportunities. Okay, let's now talk about the most useful part, in my opinion, which is the opportunities themselves. So I will show you opportunities now, and I will show you, for example, how to find the opportunities also. But let me tell you what kind of opportunities you can apply for. Firstly, there are some volunteering opportunities around all the world, and everyone can apply for it. Also, depend on the opportunities, but I'm just generalizing a little bit, and you can search more if you are interested. But generally, almost all the volunteer work opportunities, you can apply for them. And usually, they give you accommodation and food and transportation, and you only have to pay sometimes the ticket. Other opportunities, they give you everything, and even give you pocket money. Like they give you money in order to live while you are traveling, while you are volunteering.
They are full fun.
Yes, this is fully funded. Yes. And what I mean by volunteering, for example, Zahra can go to Japan to do some volunteer work. She's good at English. So in Japan, in some area of Japan, they need a volunteer. This volunteer will teach English language in a academy. So she will apply, like, I want to come to Japan, to this place, to apply for the English teacher in the academy. And they will accept her, and she will go to Japan. They will give her accommodation, they will give her many, many things. And there are other part of the opportunities, which is the scholarships. There are a lot of scholarship, like master's scholarship or PhD or even bachelor. and also some research. Like you need only to go to, for example, to Switzerland or to UK to do a research. It's not a bachelor or master, but it's a research. So this is also part of the opportunities I highly recommend you to go through, because they are very, very, very useful, because also they are fully funded. Like for example, the Chevening scholarship, it's a UK scholarship for bachelor and master degree, and you can apply for it through online, and you have to pay nothing for the application. You just like you have to apply, research, and write your motivation letter and apply for the opportunity, and you can get it easily.
Sorry, Amani.
Yeah.
Yes, we talked a lot about this scholarship because it's really wonderful. And as I know, you try for this Chevening scholarship. Yes, am I right?
Yes, I applied for many scholarships, so feel free to ask me. So I applied for Erasmus Mundus scholarship. I'm sure that some of you already heard about it. It's Erasmus Mundus scholarship. I got an admission many times, like almost 3 years. Like this year, the next year, the
Yeah.
next year, I'm always getting an admission because I fill the requirements. But sadly, the number of scholarships are so limited. So I have not been gutted the scholarship itself, but I got an admission. I also applied for UK Chevening. I applied for it twice. One time I got also admission, but not the scholarship because it's so competitive.
Yes, I
I
know
also
it.
applied for Bristol University, also in UK, and I got the scholarship, but it was a partial scholarship. So I prefer Italy because I could make it not partially. So this is the smartness.
Amazing. Yes, Pega told about Chevening. It's not that easy. I think give us a little bit experience about your Chevening. What do you think about that?
So Chevening, I recommend you when you want to apply for Chevening. It's as we said, it's very competitive and need a lot of work. So what I recommend you is to prepare for it very, very early. It's very okay to start preparing from the first of the year, like even before 5 6 months. It's totally normal. This is the normal, because they will ask you for some specific paragraphs that you have to write, or essays, let's say. And these essays, regarding of these essays, they will assist you if you are accepted or not. So these essays, you have to write them so carefully. Um, Say your passion, your weakness, your strengths, how you are working in your weakness, etc., etc. So you have to work very hard for these essays in order to get the opportunities. So my recommendation is work very hard and take your time.
Yes, they need sample essay, and that one, these are really symbol of your knowledge, and they can get it by that simple sample essays.
Yeah, yeah. And you can find for sure, like many content creators, many YouTube channels, they talk about this. But be careful, write it by yourself, because believe me, when you write your motivation or your essay by yourself, it will be much, much, much useful. I never get a motivation letter from someone I just edited and apply. No, when I'm getting the admission from almost all of these scholarship, I'm always writing my motivation by myself, because every one of us has a strong points. You have to show them, because my strong points is different from yours, etc., etc. So make sure about this.
Yes,
Sorry,
exactly.
I'm not reading.
Yes, I hear. Yes, right. Reading Pega talk about the competitive of the scholarship of training, and Mehnush, what was the second one? You mean the scholarship?
You
Should
mean
you
the
talk
scholarship,
about that?
maybe? I think I think it means the scholarship. So I applied firstly for the Chevening, and I applied for Erasmus Mundus. Erasmus Mundus, by the way, is a very strong scholarship, and this is because you will study each semester in one country. For example, You will study the first semester in Italy, the second semester in Spain, the third semester will be in Sweden, the last semester of your study will be in Japan, for example.
Wow, amazing.
Yeah, every semester you will study in different country, and this is make the scholarship so different from any other scholarship. So
And
make sure to work hard on it.
you won this scholarship in the really same year or different? Because Pegato, you won 3 times or something like that?
Yes, I got an admission 3 times, but not in the same year.
Mm-hmm.
For example, I applied, I can't remember the dates honestly, but I think I applied in 2020 the first time, and the 2021 and 2022. And every year I'm getting the admission because I can meet the requirements because they need, for example, Spanish language, they need English language, they need some requirements, and I met the requirements, but sadly the competitive very high. And the last time, by the way, they put me in the list of waiting. You know the waiting
Ah,
list.
yes. If
Waiting
somebody
list.
didn't accept it, you won the
Exactly.
scholarship.
If someone just like withdraw his or her application, they will just ask me to take the place. But sadly, no one withdraw.
But you know about the merits for Italy, it happens for me. I'm in a waiting list and I just win the merit one. It's really separated from the public that we had it, but I didn't accept it because it has a really tough situation somehow because each semester you had to just pass these some critics. Mehrush, I think you raise your hand.
Yes, I think someone raised.
Ah, Mehnush, you have to be a person who won the merits too, if I'm not wrong, yes? Ah, yes, we had you so happy to see you here. Okay.
I'm
So,
happy to find. Sorry, but I'm so happy to find people they are already applied because I am personally be happy when I find some people they are really interested and they just like try to get the opportunities because we have a lot of opportunities. Let just benefit from these opportunities.
yes, exactly. And I think we can talk about it more and more. And these guys, because majority of them are from Iran, can understand about that these programs are international. It's not based on that, for example, a really specific country or a person.
Mhm. Which one? Sorry.
I mean, about talking more about these opportunities. Go on, it's okay. Continue.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Let me now. So now I will show you. I will just share my screen and I will show you opportunities. We will not go so deeply, but I just wanted to show you that we have a lot of opportunities. We need to just take advantage. And let me just share the screen. And also, I will go through a way how to find the opportunities. But just give me 1 second, please.
It's okay, don't worry. The time is yours. Mehnush, you are in Italy right now or not? Tell me. Oh my gosh, I'm so surprised that you're here. Oh, Bergamo. Yes, amazing. Cross my finger for you. And I hope we can really help these community to just find their way and I don't know, maybe in Iran or maybe far away, they can just achieve their goals too. I have this target for sure. Yes, now we have your screen.
Okay, you can see my screen, right?
Yes.
Okay, so these are the opportunities, but before just tell you more, a little bit of information about these opportunities, I will just tell you more about how and where to find the opportunities. So, how to find the best way to find the opportunities is to go to the NPCs websites or Facebook or Instagram. In Instagram or Facebook, you can just like or follow or something, because always they share the opportunities. And the most important is the website itself. For example, UK NPC in Iran. You can go to the website and you can find opportunities there. And now I will show you an example. And also universities. This is so power, where you can find a lot of opportunities. For example, you are interested to apply for a master's scholarship in UK, and you would like to apply for one of the strong universities there. So you can search what is one of the strong universities in UK. You can find Bristol, for example. Then you can search on Bristol universities, go to the website, and always you can find a bottom called opportunities or scholarship or internship, and this is the way that you can apply. So always refer to the websites of NPCs and universities. Believe me, they are so powerful. So okay, so this is one of the opportunities. As you can see here, they gave you all the information. This is a master scholarship in Poland. They give you here the programs available, the deadline, how to apply. For example, apply here, start your application here. So all the information you can find it here. And also always read very carefully in order to be like not miss any deadline or not miss any information. So always read the websites very carefully. And for sure, I will ask Zahra to share these opportunities with you. So don't worry about it. Okay. And here is a research. As I told you previously, there are some researches, for example, to go to Switzerland or to Poland to do only research on specific subject. And for sure, there are some requirements. Sometimes they need you to have some requirements or to be like to have bachelor on some subject. So this is normal. But when you read, I'm sure always you can find something that met your passion and met your the requirements. So this is a research internship in Switzerland. As you can see here, this is the eligibility application. For example, here, the questions, if you have any question, you can go here to find all the answers that you have in mind. You can read here about the opportunity. And also some videos can be helpful before you apply. Okay, the other one is also a good opportunity. It's a seminar in Austria. We'll show you here. Here, it's a seminar in Austria, and also everyone can apply for it. As usual, you can see here on site, it says that it's on site. Here you can apply. Here's information about the program, etc., etc. And again, if you read the website of the opportunity very carefully, I'm sure you can find all the information that you have it in your mind. So don't worry, just read the website very carefully. Now let's go for, I told you that the NPCs are so powerful in order to find opportunities, right? So here an example. So I just opened the link of the NPC, US NPC in Jordan, in my country, to show you where you can find the opportunities. So this is the website, the normal website, and I just Google it here. I write US NPC in Jordan. Then you go down, scroll until you can find here education and culture. Just press on education and culture, and sometimes be careful, sometimes it's not under the name of education and culture. Could be careers, could be internships, could be, but anything's related. So you just press on it and you can start to learn more what they have. For example, here it says study in the US. scholarships, English language learning, cultural and other exchanges. For example, here the local programs, exchange programs, etc., etc. They are so powerful. You can't imagine. And last thing that we will talk about, or I will show you, it's the I told you that I'm the founder of Youth Feeders, is a community in Jordan where you can engage in opportunities and so on. I will just show you some picture to just be inspired and to motivate you to apply for opportunities. So this is a project. It was in Cyprus. This is the Jordanian flag, other flags, etc. And they have their certificates, because for sure you will have a certificate of your attendance to put in your CV to improve your professional career.
And for sure here, this certification and resume really, really important for
Yeah,
each organization. Yes, it's really significant.
so important. You know, sometimes, like for example, I have a friend, she's HR, like human resources, and always she's telling me
Yeah.
that these kind of projects are more important for us when we want to hire you in a job, more important than, for example, in specific the thing that we think that is important, but no, these are much important.
Yeah.
Why? Because as we said previously, these kind of opportunities, they will help you to grow professionally and personally so much you can't believe. Okay, for example, this is a memorized picture, and here how they just work together. It's a non-formal education, so it's not like university
It's
or
like
school.
voluntary.
Exactly, it's like volunteer just to enjoy and learn in non-formal way.
And I think that these voluntary is something like you go to a trip, see new people, for example, for a week, 6 days, just live in some places. And because
Exactly.
they are some full fun, it's gonna be so fun too, if I'm not
Yes,
wrong. For
for
sure,
always
your
it's fun.
personality, yes, your personality, Rose, as you mentioned it, it's the most important thing.
Yes, yes. And also to engage in multicultural, um, it's very important. For example, if you can see here, this is a Jordanian girl. She was the person who's joining from Jordan, and she's wearing hijab. And you can see here, for example, a blonde girl. So multiculturalism give you the chance to learn a lot
Yeah.
about other people, which will expand your mind, lets you to think out of the box. This is the way how the people think out the box, because they meet new people, they meet a new experience, and so on and so on. Okay.
And I know, yes, for sure, maybe the freedom in Jordan it's much more better for sure in Iran. But as I know, we are really, really the same situation somehow because of the Muslim countries.
Yes, yes, correct. But believe me, like also a lot of opportunities for everyone. Like there are a lot of opportunities. It does not say that if you are Iranian or Jordanian, you can or you can't. No, no, no. A lot of opportunities, it says everyone can apply. Everyone.
Yes,
So this is our chance.
yes, and I have to mention to these guys that if you have these, they give us the letter, if I'm not wrong, a specific letter that if you just show it to the embassies, you can easily give your visas and didn't have any some problems about that.
Yes, yes, sure. We call it invitation letter. And yes, any opportunities will be fully funded, or even partially, they will send you invitation letter in order to help you for the visa issue for sure. This is so important. And if it, and the cost of the visa is also reimbursed. Like they will give you back the money as well of the visa, and for the thing that you will pay.
It's amazing.
Yeah, so good. So really, we have to get benefit to advantage from these opportunities, because this is how the young people they learn. Because, for example, for me personally, nowadays I don't believe that learning as a school or as a university for our young people our age is not helpful as much as when you go through an opportunity or when you go through an experience itself, because this is how we learn, honestly. And this is, for example, this is how I told you, because some projects they ask you to introduce your country or to introduce your project or something like that. And this is your way to learn English, practice your public speaking. If you can see here, the girl, she is speaking in front of the people. Some people they are here, so she is learning. She is learning a lot of skills, how to speak in public, how to communicate with the people from different cultures, etc., etc. So don't um, don't think that the opportunities are not helpful in the way of the personal growth. No, they are, because you will learn a lot skills that you could not learn it unless you go through the experience. As we can see here, for example, the girl, she's speaking, she's not afraid of speaking in public. She is learning how to speak loudly when there are some people they are listening to her, etc., etc. And these people as well.
Amazing. Tell us
Okay.
how many countries you just visit? How many? I see your passport. I don't know. Do you have it near yourself? It's two passports just mixed each
Yes.
other. Oh my gosh, it's really wonderful.
So I did not count them yet, but but they are a lot. From Europe, I traveled to Spain, as I said, to study firstly, and then I traveled to Tunisia one time, and next time and third time, three times, and three times they were for a project. It was also funded by the European Union. I pay nothing for this project. And also I traveled to Germany. This was a tourist trip, so I paid for that. And I went to France to an event. It was also funded by a specific agency, and it was a very important event. It's called event. You can search about it. Um, it was very important, and it held in the diplomatic area of European Union in France, in Strasbourg. And where Austria, Switzerland, many countries. The last one was Japan. Also, I enjoyed it. I also went to Japan also for a specific reason, to volunteer. So it's your turn to also to volunteer in Japan or to go to Switzerland or whatever countries you want. And now I'm in Italy also for studying. So I hope so also every one of you can apply for the opportunities they like. So for now, the floors is yours. You can ask whatever you want. You can share your story. If you apply for a scholarship, we are open to listen to you. But before I will ask Zahra if she want to add something, and before we just go to the discussion part.
Yes, Leila, for sure. I just bring back to you. But before that, a little bit, maybe 2 or 3 minutes. As a girl, I know the situation are the same about the families, about the relatives who wants to travel alone, or for example, go far away countries. Give us some advice and your experience.
Good part to talk about, especially because I think we have a lot of girls here. So it's a very good things to talk about. So to be honest, it's not easy even for us. Like we talked, me and Zahra, about the situation in Jordan or the Middle East. It's very similar to Iran, so we have the same problem sometimes. But I will give you some advices regarding this. Firstly, be so honest with your family, and also explain always the benefit that you will get. For example, now I explained to you why it's important to go through an opportunity. This the thing that you also have to tell your family, because your family will not let you travel if they don't think that this will be a very important. We all know that is very important, but your family, they are so they are afraid of you, they don't want you to go through any challenges or something, but they don't know that these challenges is the lesson, you know, these are what we have to learn. So this is what you have, your turn to tell them. For example, for me personally, it was a good start as a studying, because if I start as a tourist, I tell my family, okay, I'm going to Dubai. Ah, yes, I went to Dubai two times. For example, if I want to tell my family I want to go to Dubai to just have fun, they will just look at me, okay, go to have fun in Jordan, because they don't they sometimes our families, they don't think about these issues so deeply. So let us teach them how to think deeply on these kind of things, to learn that these are very important for us. So this is my advice. um, and just keep them calm, like explain to them why this is important. Tell them that don't worry, I will be safe, I have my own room, I have my own food, I have just like you have to explain these kind of things. Regarding the family, like I mean the other relatives, you have also to calm your parents, your mom and your dad, that regarding the other families, they don't have to know. Because also sometimes we have these kind of things like the family, your aunt, your neighbors, they
Yes,
don't
we
know.
talked a lot about these kind of things that they are really similar.
It's not important to know. For example, for me, when the first time that I went to travel, I just sit with my father. I told him, listen, no one should know that I'm traveling. No need. No need. I just explain to you why I'm going to travel, and I explain to you how this is important for me. Then no one need to know. If they know by any chance, it's fine, but no need to explain to them and take their opinion. No, you have also to tell your father and mother about this.
Yeah.
Communication is the key with
Yes.
your family, really.
Thank you, by the way. I think it's the really most important thing. Leila, go ahead, and I look at the Saba's message too.
Yeah, may I speak?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, first of all, thank you. Thank you for explaining and giving us the information that we really need. I searched on Instagram and some other pages about this information, but they were not as clear as your explanations. Thank you very much. Firstly, I just want to ask you if it's possible for you to just write the name of the sites and type them so we can search about them. I missed some of them, so I couldn't write all of the names. And the other thing is that I have got some friends, and they told me that if you want to apply for scholarships or if you want to do the volunteer work or anything else, you need to have some international degrees like the IELTS or like the CELTA or some other ones. So I just wonder if we can apply without these international degrees or not. And the other question is about the duration. If I want to do some volunteer work, I need to, as you said, they maybe give you the food or about the accommodation, but for sure we need to pay for the ticket. So, for example, if it's for a week or so, it's a lot of money to pay the ticket to go to and to come back just for a week. I mean, how can we deal with that?
For the first question, I have to mention, yes, I give all the sites for you in the channel from Amani. Don't worry. Okay,
Yeah,
go
thank
ahead,
you. Thank
Amani.
you. Perfect. Thank you.
So she asked 3 questions. So in order to just follow up, I will just reply to her firstly, because 3 questions I will forgot what she asked. So regarding the volunteer time, it depends to the sites that you are applying for. For example, if you apply for European Solidarity Corps, it's part also of volunteer work. So this usually it's not less than 3 months. It's between 3 and 6 months. For example, if you apply for another part of volunteer, it's called World Packers. I will also share that with Zahra, and she can share that with you. It's called World Packers, and this it's your turn to choose whatever you want. They give you, for example, options if you wanted to come for 1 day or 10 months or whatever you want. So it depends also to the person who is accepting the volunteers. So this is a general question. I recommend you all first to decide where you wanted to apply. Then you can decide the time. But don't worry, a lot of volunteer work it's for a long time, so don't worry about that. regarding the question, the first question regarding the websites, right? I prefer to share all that with Zahra, and she will share that with you in one time. So don't worry, I will share the opportunities that I got, the volunteer websites that I mentioned, and also the opportunities that we share together also will be shared with Zahra, and she can share that with you. Okay? And you asked something else, I forgot.
That's okay. It was about the international degrees.
Yes. So this is also depend to the opportunity, but usually volunteer work, they don't ask you. If you go for volunteer work, they don't ask you for degree or IELTS or something, no. But usually it could be a condition, like we need you to know English. So they can assess you by interview online. If your English is good, then they will accept you. But also I recommend you to ask you, like email the government sections for that, because I heard from Zahra that sometimes is mandatory to have by the government, not by the other sites. But to give you the answer from the host sites, usually it's not important for the volunteer work.
Yes, to make it clear, because for example, Embassy of Italy previous year just give it mandatory of IELTS or TOEFL. Before that, the Duolingo is possible, so it's easily to all of us to take it. But IELTS is a CD, you know, about the computer side of IELTS, we have to had the IELTS just for embassy. No need for example, something else.
Yes.
Just to clarify something, so for Zahra, she told me that she need IELTS to come here. She already did the IELTS to come here. But for my side, I did not do that. The Italian embassy in my country, in Jordan, they don't ask me for that. So this is what I'm telling you. So you have to check your government, the educational section in your country, and also refer back to the other side, which is the hosting side, the scholarship side, or the volunteer side, or whatever. But overall, 80% of the opportunities, they don't ask for specific degree.
Yeah, I see. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thanks to the beats. And my last question is that you also mentioned that if you want to go to Germany or to other countries like France or something like that, sometimes you need to know the language. I just wanted to know if it's a rule for all the voluntary work and stuff, or no? Is it again just related to the website that we're applying to?
So let me clarify that very well. So for example, let's imagine that I'm applying for opportunity, let's say master scholarship in Poland, for example. So the English language was a requirement, for example, let's say, and they test my English and they told me, yes, you accepted. And you, for example, you apply for the same scholarship, but you have not been accepted in the language, like you did not meet the language requirement. Then they will ask you, okay, you have the option to study in Polish, like the language of Poland, and you speak Poland, like you speak the language of the Poland, then you can apply. It's fine. You can learn, or you can take your degree in Polish language, and I take the same degree in English language. It's also fine. This is what I mean. It depends to you. But usually it's rarely to find some people, they take the course in other languages, because English is universal now, Even it's not important for, like, it's not useful to have your degree in not in non-English language like Spanish or whatever. So I hope so it's clarify that.
Yeah, for sure it is. Thank you very much. And I've just got no other questions. Thank you. Thanks a million.
Thank you, by the way. And Saba just asked this question. Could you please mention the voluntary works you have done aside teaching English? You just send some for me. If it's possible, I can just share it with them. It's about the eco brush art, and we talk about it. It's from Hungary, and the time is not really good for us. It's in December because of our exam or something like that. to just read the plan. For example, in day 1, you arrival, check-in, share dinner. If you want to explain something, you can do it. Day 2, I just send the links in the channel. Day 2, introduce to the program, team building exercise for participants. Day 3, visit Switzerland, marzipan's museum to explore the art of marzipan and making and see amazing sculpture made from this sweet treat. Day 4, decorate your own eco bag and discover a Budapest city center from taking a photo. Day 5 is Christmas decoration workshop, party and communication in house. Day 6, visit to the park and create your poster with leaf, a stone, and etc. in nature. Day 7, you are free time. Day 8, because it's 16 day and you can see, I think you have just fun. Thank you, right? Day 8, plant flowers in a spot and then decorate the pot with acrylic color, and the things goes on. And do you want to mention something? I think these volunteers works are amazing. I myself really wants to join it if we hadn't have any example.
We have to join it. It's very important.
Yeah.
Like, this is a plan, and this is what I'm trying to do these days, to just like apply and so on, because they are very important. So I joined a lot of projects. I really can't remember, but I will share with you one that I can remember. It was in Tunisia, and we were 5 countries: Jordan and Tunisia, and also Italy, Poland, and Greece. And we have been 5 people from each country, and we the topic was about radicalization, like how young people can take out the fake news or fake information that we heard or so on. But again, as I told you, these projects are non-formal education, so we were not talking about so direct or as a school, or no, we were just having fun somehow. So we did they asked us to do a show in like to represent the radicalization in our mind. How can we see the radicalization but in a show? And the show should be funny comedy, and it was very amazing. We just like made some clothes out of the papers, and we write some funny things in the paper, and we make some models, then someone come, like something so funny.
Yeah.
And also the first day, always the first day of these kind of projects, they just like made some games for us to know each other. For example, they made some I don't know if you know this game, but everyone like make a circle, and we start to, for example, I say my name and my age, the next person say his or her name and the age, etc. But this person, she or he has to say his name, her name, and her age, and also my name and my age, etc.
To remember your,
Imagine
yeah.
when we become like 10 people, the 10th person should say all of this information. So it's kind of nice and funny, and we just have fun, but at the same time we know each other, because we're just repeating the name, the age, the name, the age, so it's funny. And also we take dinner together, we take lunch together, like the food, etc., and chatting, like it's very amazing. So this is what I
Sweet.
can remember. It was very
I really hope to have a wonderful one opportunity with together, and for sure I shared with them a lot of things.
yes, we will.
Yes. By the way, do you have any other questions? You can just ask it here in the message or raise your hand. Leila, my class is about to start and I have to leave. Oh, yeah, for sure. I know about that. Did enjoy listening to you. It was amazing. Thanks for sharing your experience.
Good luck.
Thank you for being with us, Leila. Happy to see you.
if anyone wants to ask or just go through a discussion or just to tell us his or her story, feel free. Like everyone, you can say feel free. Even in for example, in Virgin, feel free, and Zahra can explain to me in English. So please feel free. It's fine.
Yeah, for sure.
I would like them to enjoy and benefit more.
Yes, yes. How long it will take get the results of duration? I didn't get your points there, yeah. Take to get the result of what's the opportunities? After applying. How long will it take to get the result after applying? For example, when they, yes.
Okay. For example, you mean if you apply for a volunteer work and then you are waiting for the result, how much
Yeah.
do you have to wait? So also this is depend to the opportunity. For example, for master's scholarship, you have to wait like not at least 1 month or 2 months if you are applying for scholarship. But if you are applying for a project, like what we have explained now, how it's funny and so on, these kind of projects, like by maximum 1 week, 2 weeks, so you can take the results. The volunteer work, it's also depend where you are applying. If you are applying for European Solidarity Corps opportunities volunteering, so this is you have to wait also sometimes like 1 month, maybe less, a little bit like this. But if you are applying for World Packer volunteer, so this is you can take by maximum 1 day, 2 days, you can take the results because the person will respond to your message quickly. So this is depend to the opportunity you are applying for, but usually from 1 week to 3 months is, if we can say, like a timeline.
Yeah, exactly. And I have to mention something else about these scholarships that they are about master or bachelor that they or in research something you have to study about that. First, you have to have a admission of the university and then apply for that scholarship. For example, like trainings, like Erasmus or something like that, it's mandatory. Negar said question. Some people say that Italy is good for scholarships, but it is difficult to find job and stay there afterward in comparison to stay places like Germany. Is it true? Amani, go ahead, and then I give my point of view. Thank you. Your mic is off, so sorry.
Okay, sorry. I just shared the Poland one. I will share the other one. Maybe we can just like do it. So regarding the question, some people say that Italy is good for scholarship, but it's difficult to find jobs and stay there afterwards in comparison to say places like Germany. Is it true? So so I would say that nothing is easy, firstly, and everyone who got an opportunity, even Zahra and other people here, they know that nothing is easy. So this is the first point you have to put in mind, that nothing at all is easy. If you want to compare like countries by countries, uh, Italy could be a good option when you apply for an admissions, but not always you can get scholarship. You can get admission because Italy, they have a lot of universities, and they have a lot of what we call it like courses, and you can get admission because of that. But for the scholarship, it's not easy, and not always you can get it. And I think Zahra will agree with me with that regarding Italy.
About a scholarship, as you know, the documents are most important role. It's not
Yes,
about, for example, you have to take an exam, you have to really work hard about that. Uh, because we are living in the Middle East, the prices, the economy is really lowest part. For sure, majority of these people can 90%, 99% get the scholarship. But for sure, it's not easy. The documents are detail by detail.
Yes.
As you know, Amani, when the bureaucracy in Italy
Yeah.
awful, and because of that, if you just missed one point, maybe it takes a lot of time and months that you have to do it again and again.
Yes. Regarding Germany, it's also not easy. Nothing is easy, honestly. Nothing is easy. Also in Germany, you have to I have a friend. He's from Lebanon, and he just applied for an admission in Italy, etc. And he told me that he has to create a bank account in Germany, and he has to put a lot of money inside the bank in order to be able to go to Germany to start your studies, which is, I think, 1% out of 100% can do that, because they ask you a lot of money to be to put in the account, which is not
We
accessible
had
for
it.
everyone.
We call it tamakon, guys. Yes, we had
Tamakon.
something like that.
Yes,
Yes, we had.
Tamakon. So
We have a lot of, because Amani is my actually roommate, and we talk a lot about these kind of similarities, words like خجالتی, asansor, I don't know.
غيران بخيل
Yeah, we have a
دسوس.
lot of similar words about that. But in my opinion, to tell Negar honestly, actually, Germany, yes, the works, it would be very better opportunities, really similar to Italy. But about our major, no. Germany, it's going to be better for engineering, IT, or something like that, mostly. But it's not impossible for sure. And in Italy, finding a job, it depends on you. As I try really work hard on it to change your point of view about not exactly Italy, about Europe, and for example, outside of Iran and our country, to see the world more vastly about everything, the job opportunities, the studying courses, I don't know, the bureaucracy, about everything. Because of that, it's upon you to choose a lot about, to choose whatever you want. And we can talk about it more and more. If you need any more information about me, or you see, for example, I invite a lot of my friends here, you can ask them easily to that. Because me and Amani, for example, she's not a person who, for example, said easily she can go. We have really similar situation, really near to each other also. By the way, is there any question again? If not, I think the time is up. Amani, if you want to add something, tell us.
I have nothing to add. Just thank you so much, Zahra. I really enjoyed, and I met many people. They are so inspired, and thank you so much, everyone, for being here. I have nothing to add more than thank you so much.
Thank you so much, by the way, Amani. I know you're so tired, super tired, because we have a lot of really different time to Iran, and we have to manage it after your classes, and it's really process for me and for our community. For sure, we connect with you, and I share all of these documents and links. I don't know everything. Just Amani, give it to me with you guys. Don't worry. Thanks for being with us up until now. And for sure, the voice of this session recorded, and I just send it into the group. Thank you, Amani. See you for sure at home. Bye, guys.